Hi guys, I am here in New Brunswick. We're in Miramichi. This is Kevin's dad's house, and this will be kind of our starting point for our 2025 cross-country road trip. Now, it's not going to be a continuous cross-country road trip because we're going from here in Miramichi, New Brunswick, back home to Petawawa, Ontario. Let me just get out of the wind. Woo. Back to Petawawa, Ontario. And then, got a few months that we're going to be home. Might do a little bit of driving around Ontario. But then in August, we are going from Petawawa, Ontario, all the way west to Richmond, BC, right near Vancouver, right to the coast. So, it's kind of cool that we're doing the whole thing. Well, almost all of Canada. We're getting 7 of the 10 provinces. We're missing PEI, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland and Labrador. But we're going to be hitting New Brunswick, Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and then finally BC. Maybe next year we'll get up into the territories, or sometime soon, hopefully we'll get up into the territories. But it should be quite the trip this summer. Still got a lot of work to do on the van. It is constantly evolving, constantly changing based on what I find comfortable, what Kevin finds comfortable, bringing Tendy into the mix. So, so I'll show you the setup we have so far. So we've got our front seats, normal front seats. This seat does swivel, so it can turn around to face this way. We just switched out our 3-seater. So the 3-seater came like all the way to here for a narrow 2-seater. This way we have our spot for Tendy, or if we have company, we have 2 seats. Tendy's seat can be moved to the floor if we want to turn this seat around and have like a little dining area. Eventually I want to get a lagoon table and turn that seat around. Then we have my lovely flamingo curtains. And the back. The back is still very hodgepodge. We've got our toilet, Tendy's crate for if we have to leave her in the, going into a grocery store or something, or at night. We've got our Blue Eddy right here. Storage bins under there. Storage bins all the way across there. And this is Kevin's bed. And then this is my bed. My bed is on a countertop. If we are hanging out in here, we want to use this as a countertop. I can push all the blankets and the cushion behind these ratchet straps on the side, and it stays up. That way we have all this area to, cook or do whatever. And then we've got our diesel heater back there. That is not the final place for the diesel heater. None of this is the final. I'm trying to find a wall kit to redo the walls. This stuff I liked, but it's not staying up very well. It is a marine grade insulated floor kind of material. It does help insulate, actually quite a bit more than I thought. It's just a rubber foam and it just sticks, but it didn't stick too well. And then eventually we do have plans for the top, but right now I just have some insulation reflectives being held up by a net. Again, very temporary until we get our rooftop vent in. and then we can put the actual ceiling in. So yeah, we've got some fans that have lights, and yeah, that's really about it for now. I think we've got our mosquito netting, which we don't really need right now, but will come in handy. But there's enough room now with changing out the seats that I can close the door. We still have the seats in a drivable position, and we can get from the front all the way to the back. It's pretty comfy, pretty cozy, but yeah, still very, very hodgepodge. Hope to upgrade it a bit more this summer before the rest of the main part of our road trip. But until then, see you soon. Alright, we are here at the Miramichi. This river heads right out to the Atlantic, so this is as close as we're going to get to the Atlantic Ocean on this trip. It is about 8 o'clock on Easter Monday, and Kevin's got Tendy there.
She's looking for a stick.
Yes. She's trying to find a stick. We're going to look for a stick in every province that we head through. So Tendy has her little souvenir. But yeah, we're looking forward to this long drive. It's going to be a lot, but we're going to have some adventures on the way. All right, so after a quick stop at Walmart for a couple road supplies, Tendy's all set in her seat. Kevin's here. And we have our little trip meter. So we've got our little Jeep Scrambler. And here we are at Miramichi. And then as we cross the country, we will go all the way down until we get to Richmond, BC, our final destination. So here we are, we're on our way, about to start the first leg of our trip. Okay, so we've left Miramichi, went up to Bathurst and across. We're now on the 180 heading across. Normally we could take Plaster Rock Highway or bypass. It's a paved logging road that, it's paved, but it's more potholes than pavement. So coming up this way, it added about another 30-ish kilometers. I'm not sure, can't remember, but added quite a distance to the kilometers we have to drive. But because we're able to stay at the speed limit, which is 90, there's been a couple spots they've gone down to 70 for just a couple potholes. But compared to on the Plaster Rock, where we were down at 40 for some good times, this way I highly suggest, if you're going from, Grand Falls to the far side of New Brunswick, and you need to get across, do the 180, not Plaster Rock. So here's the view we got going down the 180. Very similar to the Plaster Rock.
Take the Plaster Rock Highway, they said. It's the fastest way, they said. Never mind, you're going to see 31 deer, 23 moose, 17 partridge, 11 bears, and one sexually confused mountain goat humping a porcupine. And I hope you weren't attached to those rims you got on your vehicle, because those are gone now after those 3,267 potholes that you hit.
But yeah, and Teddy is just back there chilling. Kevin being a co-pilot.
Got the best in the morning, so she drives and I'll take over.
Yeah, we split up the driving. I do mornings, Kevin does afternoons, evenings, and yeah, we're just on our way enjoying the views. All right, so we have made it to Edmundston, New Brunswick. We stopped for a little rest stop, got Tandy out for a little walk, and now Kevin is filling up the gas. So what's the
1.346.
So $1.34.6 per liter. We're just under a quarter tank, so we'll see how much it takes to fill up this time. We didn't fill up when we were in Miramichi. We'd filled up before Plaster Rock on our way in. So we made it from Plaster Rock to Miramichi all the way to Edmundston on like 3/4 of a tank.
But Quebec's was what, 154 when we were doing?
Yeah, Quebec is on the way in.
So
Quebec was in the 150s, almost 160. So hopefully, I don't think we're going to get all the way through Quebec without stopping for gas, but we should get pretty close. So just finished, what was it total?
106.
$106. So I've got Waze in. That's what we use for our GPS. And it says we've got 9 hours and 23 minutes and just over 900 kilometers to go. Put you down there. Buckle up. And away we go. So we've just passed, we're passing the New Brunswick border, and we're now into Quebec. We just filled up on gas. We've got 897 kilometers to home. We've got 597 kilometers on this tank, so we'll see if we can get to the other side of Quebec and out of Quebec before we have to fill up. Don't know if that's going to be possible. It's going to be close, but Quebec gas prices have been sky high still, so if we can avoid that, awesome. If not, we'll at least get close. So on we go through the Belle Provence. Right, so we are at a rest stop on the way. We're not quite at Montreal yet. So I've been driving, I don't know, 5 hours or so. So decided to have a rest, let Tendy out to play, and stretch our legs. And yep. Tendy.
Some water for Tandy?
Yeah. Some water for Tandy. Hi.
Hello. She's trying to wrap me up.
Oh yeah, water bottle that flips out. Alright, so it's been another few hours. We are on Highway 30, still in Quebec, but Highway 30 goes around Montreal, and Montreal is the next stop on our little dashboard map. So Kevin can move our little Jeep to the Montreal. Yay!
Get in there.
And it's also raining. So we've had a lot of construction, a lot of traffic. There's been a few accidents. But all in all, a decent trip so far. Now we just have to get through this rain. So we are now in Hudson, Quebec. Really close to the Quebec-Ontario border. But we could not make it all the way out of Quebec without getting some more gas. So Kevin is over there, just getting about $20 worth of gas, because it is still like $1.48.9. It is $1.12 in Petawawa, just across the border, like another 20 kilometers. It's $1.19. Yet it's $1.48 here. So just enough to get us a little ways into Ontario, so that we can get some cheaper gas. We've got Tendy is out here, woohoo, running around, and then Kevin is gonna go in and get some McDonald's. Fortunately, I am still on a liquid only diet, not by choice. Hopefully that will be over sooner than later. But so a quick stop. Kevin's got gas. He's gonna get some McDonald's, and then I'll feed our girl, and we'll be back on the road. Let's see, what time is it? It is 7:40 p.m. on Easter Monday. So we still have another, I think, 4 hours to go. We'll see if we make it all the way home tonight, driving through, or whether we stop to have a nap. All right, see you soon. So we are driving. It is dark. It is a pouring rain. I think we're gonna find a place to pull over for a little bit, because transports keep coming by and just making it so we can't see it all. Got the radar here. Where's that little blue dot? It's gonna get worse, and then it's gonna get better, and then it's gonna get worse again, and then it's gonna be clear. So we think we're gonna find a spot to pull over, hang out for about an hour or so, just have a bit of a rest, and then continue on our way. So check in with you shortly. So we decided to pull over. We stopped at a gas station, just sitting there in the parking lot. You can hear the rain. It is just teeming down. So we checked the radar again, same like the last shot I showed you. It started to slow down, and now here it comes again. And within the next hour, it is gonna totally clear up, and that's gonna be so much better for driving. So we're here in the back. I'm up on the counter bed. Kevin is down there, and Tendy's up here with me. So we're just gonna hang out for an hour, chill,
Wait out the storm.
and wait out the storm, and then we'll be back on the road, and probably back in our own beds tonight.
Maybe 3 in the morning, but tonight.
Yeah, but again, we'll play it by ear. but this is the exact reason we got this van. So we can travel, we can go where we want. But if need be, if we need to pull over, we can just pull over and we have our own space. Hey? We have our own space and can just chill, hang out, and then get back on the road when we're ready. Hey? I think Chendi likes it. Hey? Alright, so it's been, I don't know, almost 2 hours. It is 10:30, or after 10:30 now. The rain has stopped. We had a nap.
I don't know. Did you fall asleep?
I don't think I actually fell asleep,
Oh,
but
no.
I rested.
I did.
Kevin fell asleep. I rested. Tendi slept. But the rain has stopped and we are gonna get back on our way and fill up with gas this time. And then we should be home in about 2.5 hours with that stop. So we're about to head off. So we got here to the gas station. It was 1:15.9, much better than that 1:48 or whatever in Quebec. And we filled up for about $95. We have 200 kilometers left to get home. So we should be there 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning-ish. But we'll be in our own beds tonight. Like I said, Kevin was super comfy when we had our nap. I was okay, but I was only under a little thin blanket. If we were going to stay much longer, I needed to get under another blanket or actually set up our diesel heater. But we want to get home, so we're going to head home. But this is another reason, like I said, I love having our van. We can travel. If we need to stop and pull over, no problem. You got little Tendi. Yep. She's making sure we're all okay. So it is 1:30 in the morning and we just pulled in. Lights. We just pulled into the driveway. Over 1,200 kilometers. Time for bed.
Shall we?
What do you think, Tendi? Tendi? At bedtime? I think so.
Shall we move the little Jeep?
Oh, right, yeah.
To the pedal wawa.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Good night.